He was my first friend. We sat next to each other in the academy. I helped him study for legal. I found ways, because he had a harder time remembering things. I would come up with stupid acronyms, and so he would remember it. And the day he passed legal, it was probably one of the most exciting times of my life, not just his.
Incredible. So then you guys graduate, and then you become squad partners at...
So at first I got sent to the east side. We didn't get to pick where we went, and he was at number 2. And we talked every day, texted, called every day, anytime. And he would just tell me how amazing number 2 was. And it's not that I didn't like the east side, but I missed him. I wanted to be his partner. So we texted, talked about it. I put in my transfer papers, and within a couple weeks I was over there, and we were partners ever since for the last 3.5 years.
Okay, so you worked over in another precinct for 2 years, and then after that you came over to the 2nd precinct.
Yep.
So you guys were buddies at the academy and then on the job, so you worked with him every day?
Yes, every day.
Oh, wow.
16-hour days, you know, we worked doubles together. We did everything together.
Incredible. What kind of person was he?
Amazing. He had a laugh that could light up the room. You know, we're human. I could be having a bad day. He would know I'm having a bad day through our text messages or our conversations. And he would show up with an energy drink and some kind of candy that I loved just to make my day a little better. And it was the same for him.
Yeah. You guys were more than partners. It sounds like it's like you guys were best friends.
Yeah, he was my best friend. I've never connected with somebody in such a soulful way that, I mean, it's more than you can even describe. You know, there's been plenty of times we've run into gunfire together. I remember there was a run for a shots fired and we were in the area. It sounded like we were at war, like the amount of shots that rang out. And I looked at him, he looked at me, he said, "You got me." He put his hand out, I said, "Always," gave him the high five I always do, and we went in. And, you know, there was somebody there with injuries, we assessed their injuries.
Incredible, the job that you do every single day, running toward danger.
Yeah.
So tell me about that day. Just take me back to that day. You guys, is it a normal day, just like any other 16-hour day?
Yeah, it's like any other double. You wake up, you get that good morning text from him because he was already awake at work. And I come in. We all decide to barbecue. So we're barbecuing. The captain's down there.
At work, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because we have a grill there, and we're just all enjoying each other's company. And then the run came out, and when the run came out, we were backing. You know, Detroit is so short-staffed on patrol, but the patrol is family just as much as ops is family. So we were backing them, and we were singing. We were singing all the time, but as soon as we got close, the radio got shut off. We pull in. I remember hearing the gunshots, seeing the muzzle flash, feeling the glass break, and seeing him get out of the car as I'm getting out of the car, and we run in sync. We move in sync. Everything we do is in sync. He goes one way, I'm going the same. We got each other always. And I see him holding his neck, and then he collapsed. And I screamed a horrific scream. The east side heard me. Everybody heard me. I know the city of Detroit heard me. And I just held him, and I held pressure. I remember turning around, and I remember seeing the gentleman holding a Draco. I knew what it was as soon as I seen it, and I just looked at Loren, said, "I love you." I wasn't letting go of him, because I won't ever let go of him. And I just held on and I turned my back. I couldn't drag him to cover because I couldn't let go. So the only thing I could think of was to be his cover and just hold him.
So you have your back to the gunman.
Yeah.
And you used your body to shield him.
Yeah.
What is going through your mind?
To save him. Just help me. Like, you can't leave me here. So, like, you're my first friend here.
Were you talking to him? Were you saying, you said, I love you? Were
Yeah.
you trying to
I
keep
just
him?
begged him not to go. I could feel him breathing, and then it's slowing down, and I just started to scream, help me. And I feel like he was watching over me, because that's when the other officers came. Because I was bracing to get shot by a Draco in my back. We have body armor. It doesn't protect you from a Draco. It doesn't protect you close. So I wanted to hold on because I knew all my weight on him might help him. And then everybody started coming and we were able to get him in the car.
You helped to get him back in the squad car to take him to?
Mm-hmm. I jumped into another scout car and I said, get me there. And Loren and I always talked about the what ifs. You know, we had to have that conversation. He didn't want anybody else to call his family. He said, you don't call my mom because I don't want her to worry. You call my dad. So that's what I did. We had each other's parents' phone numbers saved in our phones, and I called his dad, and I'm so thankful he answered.
So you called his dad to let him know what had happened. At this point, Loren is still at the hospital and you don't know.
No, we're en route to the hospital. Loren's in the car in front of me.
And you called his dad while you were in the squad car following the car to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
What did his dad say?
He said okay, and I remember getting out of the scout car and seeing him as we're both running in.
Mm-hmm. What was going through your mind at that point?
Help him. Just help him.
Were you thinking that was the last time that you would see him?
I was hoping not. You know, I don't want that to be the last time I seen him.
Mm-hmm. If you could say something to him today, to Loren, what would it be?
I love you. Your kids are gonna be okay. I'll make sure they're okay.